Let us get the experts to analyze what they think about this U-turn. Is it just about his health or something else? I have with me Mr. Naresh Arora, director and co-founder Design Boxed and a political strategist. Mr. Naresh Arora, I saw a tweet of yours where you said that you're not surprised by Rajnikant's decision to ditch political ambitions and you feel that this goes beyond health. Would you like to tell our panelists and all our audience what is your assessment?
Yeah, Sanket, my tweet was based on the findings that our team had when they went on the ground a couple of months back for a particular cause, in which, of course, we were trying to assess that how much impact Mr. Rajnikant would make if he was to make a political party at some stage and take a plunge into electoral politics. And to our utter surprise at that time, we found out that it was not even 2% voters that were in favor of Rajnikant coming into politics. And the most surprising part, as I have highlighted in my tweet also, it was from the youngsters from 18 to 25. I completely concur with Mr. Ram and the other panelists on your show that Rajnikant's flip-flops have been the biggest reason for people not wanting or people not relying on his political entry. In fact, I would say that it is a good political call, whosoever has advised him to do so, for whatever reasons, that he has not taken the plunge, considering that the good work he's done in his on-screen years of almost 2 decades or 3 decades. But the findings on the survey on the ground were, even in the sections which were middle-age group sections, as we divide in our terminologies, that people were completely averse to the idea of Rajnikant taking a plunge into politics. Yes, Sanket, our survey was spread across all the Vidhan Sabha constituencies or the assembly constituencies of Tamil Nadu, and the sample size per constituency was around 500. And the percentage points which we have drawn conclusion from are spread across the state. Yes, your other panelist is right in one part that women above 45 have some kind of traction for Mr. Rajnikant. But across other sections, the traction was not there. The findings were, the adjectives which people used were that the person is not consistent. His understanding of Tamil Nadu politics is not known to us. In fact, they had some things which they were not able to, wanting to rely on. And the third part was that people asked that it was since 2017 that the party had been announced. He was not able to put any kind of structure in place which speaks of his organizational capabilities. This is not what I am saying. This is what the sample size and the data that we have from the ground. Sure. I'm making my observations based on those conclusions. Sure. Thirdly, one more thing which they highlighted was about that Mr. Rajnikant in 2020, this announcement of entering into politics has been since 1996, when he first gave a statement against the then Chief Minister, or probably about to happen Chief Minister, Jayalalitha. So, sorry, she was the Chief Minister and she lost after that. But since then, he has been coming and going, not making a consistent stand. And people were not at all wanting to give him a chance as a chief minister. They appreciate his movies, they appreciate his acting skills, but about organizational skills, political skills, people were not very confident about.
I'd rather go by Mr. Arora's findings and data, because he laid them out very clearly.